Hi.
Hello.
Good morning.
And welcome back to the 1313 podcast, the most mediocre podcast in the Star Wars universe. I'm Jacob.
I'm Tommy.
And I'm Jackson.
And welcome back, all you Regs. And to all you Shinies, welcome to the 1313 podcast.
This is the podcast.
This happens to be the podcast.
You've stumbled across the most mediocre podcast in the Star Wars universe.
I guess it is.
Housekeeping before we start. As always, here's a reminder to join the Discord, where we have lots of fun. The new Battlefield just came out, and we've been playing together, and we're also inviting people from our Discord to come play.
We haven't been enjoying it, but we've been playing it.
We've been playing it.
Hey,
It's because we're on the old gen consoles.
I got
and
the new gen, so it's fine.
It runs like doo garbage, but that's okay. We're gonna do our best to enjoy it in the best ways we can. So if you want to play with us, just hit us up in the Discord. We're gonna be playing quite often. We're gonna try to do organized events for people from the community and us.
It's a nice,
all play together.
Nice little gaggle of geese we got in the Discord.
Yep, it's quite fun.
We'd be having a good time. We'd be having a decently good time. You know the vibes.
So join.
Vibe, bro.
Just join. Please join. Please.
And with that aside, let us get into what may or may not be a very lengthy episode
Yes.
of the
Because
1313 podcast.
so usually our schedule for pictures is about say it's like a slide and a half maybe.
One.
We're one slide.
Usually one.
We're going on 3 for this one. So buckle up, get some popcorn, or put this on while you're in the car on your way to work, while you're at work, while you're walking your dog, while you're not paying attention in your college classes. You should be paying attention.
Or your high school classes.
You should be paying attention though. You should be paying. Okay.
So let's begin with some Star Wars news.
You already know.
First on the list, we have that Life Day was this past Wednesday.
Happy Life Day to you all. Happy
Happy
Life Day, Jackson.
Happy Life
Happy
Day,
Life
Tommy
Day,
and
Tommy.
Jacob.
Happy Life Day,
Jacob, I told you
Life
not
Day.
to knock
Oh,
the table.
Happy Life Day, Jackson.
Let me.
Happy Life Day, Jackson.
Let me.
Happy Life Day,
Happy
Jackson.
Life Day,
Let
Jackson.
me-
Happy Life Day,
Happy
Jackson.
Life Day,
Happy Life Day,
Jackson.
Jackson.
So, gosh, dang you both.
Anyway,
This is literally going to be the episode again. It's going to be Bully Jackson
Okay.
Part 2.
Anyway.
But yeah, Life Day was this past Wednesday. Happy belated Life Day to all of our Regs and all of our Shinies.
And if you don't know what Life Day is, we are referring to the Star Wars Christmas special that came out, in 1978? 1978, premiered on CBS or something, or ABC or whatever.
Something like that.
And it was shown once and never seen again, but we all remember it. You can find it on YouTube if you dig hard enough. JonTron has a really good video about it. I
Yes.
recommend it.
I have yet to be able to sit through it in one sitting.
It is tough. It is really tough.
It is.
I don't bash you if you have not been able to watch it. In fact, save yourselves! Don't watch it.
And if you just want the bare minimum of it, Life Day is Star Wars Christmas, and that is it.
Yep.
So, you know what I did on Life Day?
What'd you do on Life Day?
Absolutely nothing.
You want to know what I did on Life Day? I checked my phone every 30 minutes to see if those Black Series figures were going to drop, and they never
I did the same thing. I went, oh boy, are we going to get figures today? Oh boy, are we going to get the figures?
For context, Yakface made a post saying that we were probably going to get the holiday figures on the 17th, which was Life Day. And I was very excited for those figures to come out. I was checking every half hour to see if they were up, and nothing. So at the end of the day, I was a little bit disappointed with Life Day, but we did get some stuff. We did get some stuff
There
for
was a
Life
little
Day.
Chewbacca plushie with his red Life Day robe on, and he's
Yes.
holding the orb.
Mhm.
You also had the ability to buy the Life Day orb
As a mug.
As a mug.
as a mug.
That was pretty
What
cool.
a shame. What a sin.
Also, on Life Day, the Disney exclusive Black Series packs went up. The creature pack.
That is true.
The 501st pack.
What?
More on
Not
those.
501st pack.
First
The first
order
order pack. My bad.
Yeah, more on those
My
later.
bad.
'Cause
More
I
on
have,
those
I
later.
have some strong feelings about those.
We can talk about that in the Wack Series
Also,
segment.
there was a Life Day book that came out for the High Republic. Did y'all know that?
Wait, for real?
Yeah, I went to Barnes and
Oh.
Noble today, and I was cruising past the Christmas section, and there was a High Republic Life Day book, and it's like, you know that picture that was posted on
Was
StarWars.com?
it a kid's book?
No, it was like a chapter book, and it was like, you know that picture that you saw on Star Wars Instagram where it was like all the Wookiees together. That's the artwork on the back of the book.
What the heck?
Yeah. They never mention anything about it. Go check your local Barnes & Noble.
They
for
made the
book.
awful TV special a book?
Star Wars,
No,
once
it's-
again, failed at marketing.
Here, let me see if I
That's all I
can
gotta say.
find the name of the book real quick. It is called Life Day Treasury: Holiday Stories from a Galaxy Far, Far Away.
Okay.
No way.
So it's like it's like the I forget what it is. It's like
Anthologies.
no, there was another book that came out a little bit ago where it was just like stories from like a galaxy far,
That's
far
exactly
away.
what I'm talking
It's basically
about.
the same thing, but it's for Life Day.
That's kind of
so-
neat though.
Yes, and it was $17.99, so barely $20 if you want to pick it up.
Sweet. So other than that, there was also Bring Home the Bounty.
Bring home the booty.
This week, Bring Home the Booty. And this week we had actually some pretty cool products revealed. We had 2 new Lego sets, Jacob.
Oh boy, Jacob and his Legos are going off.
So yeah,
So,
we got 2 new Lego sets.
we had
Yes.
the reveal of the Hoth ATST set and a reveal of the Snowtrooper Battle Pack. We will be showing images of those on the screen right about now.
Wow, they look so cool.
The one thing I
the
really want to
swivel.
mention, the thing I really want to mention is let's talk about that box art. That box art is so sick. They're doing something new and it's very reminiscent of kind of like around 2011, 2014 for Lego Star Wars with it. I'm liking the new direction because it's not a complete stray away from the boxes that we had from like the last series of last year, but it's something new. It's something to keep it fresh. With the ATST set, it's coming with 3 minifigures, ATST driver, a snowy Chewbacca, which is, I think it's a new print on the minifigure, as well as a Hoth Rebel Soldier. That's nothing too new, but then the set itself is an ATST and then a buildable probe droid, which is pretty neat. And then the Hoth Battle Pack comes with 3 snowtroopers, but it comes with a Snow Scout Trooper, which is the first time we are getting that in a set. And it comes with a buildable E-Web blaster, some snow, and then a new build for the speeder bike. The speeder bike is slightly different with the front pieces no longer being triangles for the blaster covers on the front of it. It's now L pieces, so it looks more accurate to the actual thing.
To the entertainment.
To the entertainment.
Yeah.
It's more accurate to the entertainment.
I just think it's a lazy repaint.
Anyway, I'm very excited for these sets. Both of them are following the a new way of boxes, and I'm excited to see what other sets will be following this kind of theme throughout the rest of the next year. So yeah, good job, Lego. It was a very nice surprise to see that on Bring Home the Bounty. I was quite pleased.
We also got to see 2 new TVC figures on card for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That being Bo-Katan from The Mandalorian, as well as Queel from The Mandalorian. I am smoking.
I think both of them turned out really good, to be
I
The
know.
honest.
Bo-Katan looks really good.
A lot of
Mhm.
people were really proud of Hasbro because they used a different image for
Yes.
Queel than the retro collection.
Yes.
Queel.
I saw people were like very happy about that because it was just they didn't want them just to repack it.
Right.
So
Mhm.
good on you, Hasbro.
There was that, and then I looked through all the regular garbage. More shirts, more displays, whatever. And then I
Unfortunately.
looked, and I saw that there was a Mandalorian Xbox controller with a charging stand, and I was like, "Ooh man, dear Santa, I would like that for Christmas." That's all I gotta say.
Didn't they do one of those before?
Is this what it is?
Yeah, looks sick.
We're gonna
Oh,
show
I
it
know
up on
exactly
screen.
what
I
you
never
mean.
saw that it came out, but that does look pretty sick. I like that.
Yeah, it's that Beskar.
Mm-hmm. No,
Bisco.
Beskar. Very
Yeah,
cool.
man.
Very cool. Very cool.
Thought that was cool. I mean, if you want to go see all the products, just go over to starwars.com/bring-home-bound-the-bounty.
Almost had it wrong there.
And
Almost let him
you
astray.
will be able to see all the products that have been released until now.
They're also now doing a giveaway for Bring Home the Bounty exclusively, where you can win. I'm pretty sure it's like 3 tickets for like 3 guests for the new Star Wars hotel that they have. I sent that to the group chat. If you guys saw,
So if you want to enter yourself to win that $5,000+ getaway, enter now.
that's totally worth it. If you went for
It
free,
is
Yes!
very worth it.
It is
Very
extremely
worth
worth it. Also in the news, something I'm very excited about. Star Wars unveiled that Dark Horse Comics will be making a return
Yes!
to Star Wars
Yes!
comics.
Yes! Yes!
we really
grew
said
up-
before we
We
did
grew up
this,
with the
we
Dark
wanted to
Horse
keep it.
comics. especially Tag and Bink. Tag and Bink is
Yes.
probably my favorite Star Wars comic line of all
Mhm.
For
time.
me, Dark Horse Comics had this one comic line that had Obi-Wan goes to Naboo. I think it's Naboo. And there's this virus that kills a bunch of Gungans.
The Blue Shadow Virus.
Yes. No, but you are doomed, young Jedi. Anyway, but no, it was this virus kills them and they become zombies, and then they have to fight them off. And I think Dirge is in that too, and he fights Obi-Wan. That's a Dark Horse comic. There was a Mace Windu one that I read. That was like a huge part of my childhood. You know, right around the same time that the Tartakovsky series was coming out, Dark Horse they even had like a Jedi Purge comic line that I read a little bit of with like, I remember it came with 2 action figures. It had like Sui Choi, who's this one little blue Jedi, and it also came with a clone trooper.
Dang.
Like a 2-pack of action figures. What?
You said it was like the Jedi being hunted down though?
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
messed up.
Kind of messed up.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, it was
You
cool.
can reenact the execution.
Jackson and I, when we were
Vader
younger,
was the one fighting all the Jedi in that comic.
Oh, okay.
He thought Obi-Wan was going to be at this meeting, and they brought a bunch of Jedi together. Then Palpatine sends Vader there, tells him Obi-Wan's there. In fact, Palpatine's just trying to test Vader's skills. Yeah, I thought it was dope. Pretty dark though. They show like a Jedi getting tortured.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, that's the thing about Dark Horse is that they didn't pull any stops.
They're pretty dark.
Horse. But back in the day, Jackson and I would go to our local comic book shop once a year on Free Comic Book Day, and I remember you got Tag and Bink.
Tag and Bink wasn't a free comic. They were having a
wasn't?
sale upstairs
that
we did because I got that, and then I got like that Star Wars magazine.
I remember I got there was like the couple Sonic comics that they had because I was in a Sonic at the time, but we got
Jacob with Sonic.
but no, it was
phase.
one side it was Sonic, the other side it was a Clone Wars comic about Savage Opress.
Oh yeah, that's facts.
I remember
They
that.
had, like,
That
the
was
double.
like a really good one for me because I was like there was the 2 things I was super into at the time. I regret my Sonic phase, as you guys saw in the last episode. We're not bringing it back up, but I hate you. But no, I had very fond memories with the Dark Horse comics, and I'm so glad that they are actually making a return to the Star Wars universe.
And so now it's been announced. This came from StarWars.com.
Yes.
Because we, for the most part, like to report on official news, but
Not rumors.
not rumors. But I do want to talk about something that is rumor related.
What?
So they announced on StarWars.com that Dark Horse was going to be getting comics that covered the High Republic era, as well as the rise of the First Order. And looking at Dark Horse and how good they are, I'm very, very ecstatic about this news. And I'm just so happy that they get to be a part of Star Wars again.
Yes,
I agree.
it'll be lots and lots of fun. I cannot
And I'm
wait.
thinking now, I'm on Hasbro, give me some Dark Horse comic figures, come on. That's all I gotta say.
That's not gonna happen.
I just did a comic line this year.
Well,
But-
yeah, I mean they did.
They
but
definitely could.
They definitely
again.
they have the power to do it. It's just will they do it?
Mhm.
Because I'm still clinging on to life that they will make some Visions figures. That would be
No.
so
It
unbelievably
ain't gonna
cool.
happen.
I
Well,
would love it
it
to.
ain't
And we
gonna
say that all the
happen.
time, but it won't happen.
A boy can dream.
That's true. That's
A boy
mad
can
facts.
dream.
Those tremendous facts. All right. I must also say, this is kind of rumor-esque, but the news source is reliable. I got this information from Tom Henderson, who's basically like the yak
okay.
face of the gaming industry.
Wait a minute. I thought we just prefaced that we didn't report on rumors, Tommy.
Well, this is a reputable, reliable source. Rumors do not come from reputable, reliable.
Oh.
My man really said we won't talk about rumors. Proceeds to talk about a rumor.
Rumor. Today's segment of the 1313 podcast Rumor Report is brought to you by Manscaped.
Ooh, that would be a
Use
good...
code 1313
Don't.
at checkout to get your lawnmower 3.0 for $2.
Don't buy overpriced shaving equipment.
Don't buy overpriced shaving equipment that doesn't work. You're gonna nick your batteries either way, boys. Just, sorry to break it to you, but
Anyway.
you damage the family jewels.
Stop.
Stop. There
Anyway.
are children.
I'm good. So the Star Wars rumor report segment. This is the first time you'll see this segment on the podcast.
And probably the last time.
Impromptu. So there have been a lot of reports coming out. There's been a lot of information that's been up in the air for a long time now. Will there be a Battlefront 3 released by EA and DICE? And I think we can confidently say no at this point. And I'm very sad about this information that I'm about to share with you all. It was looking at how the situation unfolded. It really was kind of looking back, you kind of could see it coming. I mean, right towards the end of Battlefront 2's lifespan, you had Dennis Brandval leave. He was the head of DICE. You had Ben Wack leave. He was the community manager. And you had a lot of the head developers from the studio that worked on Battlefront either move to other studios or get promoted or hired elsewhere. So the team kind of not fell apart, but, was being dissolved.
Mm-hmm.
And so after Battlefield 2042 came out, a lot of people were speculating what DICE's next big project would be. Because after the whole team finishes developing a game, what they do is they devote a smaller portion of the team to the current game, and then they start to, over time, move more and more people to the next big project. And now, Tom Henderson kind of came out and gave this information based on what DICE developers had said, and, prior DICE developers as well as current ones. He kind of reported that DICE, what was left of them, proposed to EA, the bean counters, the people up at the top, they proposed that a Battlefront 3 title should be made. And EA said no, on the grounds of that the licensing would make it too expensive, meaning that their return to make a profit on the game would have to be 20% higher than a Battlefield game, which they own all the properties and licensing for. So basically, at the end of the day, it was a money thing. And I could have told you this in 2017 when Battlefront 2 bombed its launch.
Mm-hmm.
Because all, the people who count the money and don't want to take risks and make new ideas, all they care about is making safe decisions that will make them the most money.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they saw, Battlefront 3 would be taking a risk in their eyes, they were done. They were out.
Mm-hmm.
So sadly, I must say, that will not be happening. However, EA is working on multiple projects right now. Obviously, they're going to be they're going to be smaller projects. They're going to be single-player story-driven. We already know about Jedi Fallen Order 2. Not technically, though, because nothing has been officially announced. But that's why this is Rumor Report.
It saddens me, though. I'm still going to hold on to hope that we will get a Battlefront 3
Maybe
eventually.
one day.
Maybe one day.
But then here's the thing as well. What if we get a Battlefront or another Star Wars shooter by a different studio entirely?
I'd like that.
It doesn't need to be made by EA and DICE. What if, because the Star Wars property is now in the hands of Bethesda, which is owned by Xbox. So what if Microsoft takes its own approach, or what if Activision takes its own approach to the game? I mean, I personally like to think of Activision a whole lot more, just because they could never
a Star Wars Call of Duty
something.
would be fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I mean, like a Call of Duty style Star Wars game, rather than like the large scale combat. That could be an interesting thing.
Mm-hmm. But speaking on EA and their Star Wars licensing, we do have something new Star Wars coming out from EA this December. It is the Knights of the Old Republic, but they're not just remastering it. They're coming out with an entirely new expansion called Legacy of the Sith, and it launches December 14th.
I'm pretty sure that this is an expansion from the old game.
Yes.
It's an expansion for well, we know that they're remastering it. We know it's happening. But they're coming out with new content for this game. So that's something to be excited about, especially if you are a KOTOR fan.
Yeah, Justin from Out of the Basement. Every time I watch gameplay of the combat for the current Old Republic, I pray to everything holy above that the new Old Republic game is not like the current one.
No, you kids don't understand.
It's trash. It's trash, Justin. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but it's trash.
Lukeness, defend us.
I was just trying to spread some sort of positivity, but I guess I can't. So,
I'm here to bash that game.
If you're a KOTOR fan, get hyped. You're getting new content for your game. I'm quite excited just because it's something new coming out. Star Wars. There will probably be some playthroughs that I will watch of it just to get the story from it. Because I tried playing KOTOR, granted it was the mobile version, so it's not really the best way to go. And I wasn't really a big fan of it. So I will probably just be watching for story purposes. So that'll be cool.
Mhm.
Plus, we might get a new animatic for it. We all know how
Sweet.
cool those were.
How exciting!
I'm
The
gonna
man
cave
sounded
your
like the
skull
nerd
in.
from Robot Chicken.
Sounds like Sid the Sloth. The last dandelion. Anyway.
Okay,
So,
Life.
anyway.
we're going to move on
Moving
to the
on.
main topic of
Main
today.
topic.
So today, I felt that it would be very appropriate with Thanksgiving coming up for us to kind of have a little Thanksgiving special in a way and talk about what we are thankful for
Don't
this
you
year.
dare take my ideas. that you
I'm
see
not
on my
taking it.
list.
Fella, I created this idea. I had ideas in the chamber since a month ago.
Children, be quiet.
created
Be quiet. Stop arguing. We're supposed to be thankful. We're supposed to be here as a family. This is cringe.
Yeah, all right, Tiny Tim.
I
Anyway,
Tiny Tim of
almost made me
Thanksgiving.
curse. You almost made me curse.
Almost
yeah.
broke the rules.
So when you think Star Wars, you think a lot of things, but not often do you think, as a Star Wars fan, what am I thankful for? Because a lot of times Star Wars fans are very entitled.
I'm thankful for the roast pork.
I'm thankful. So let me just think of what I'm thankful for, And I wrote a couple things down.
Yeah.
My first thing that I'm very thankful for is podcast related. I'm very thankful for the community that we have been able to build with all of the amazing people that we've had the privilege of talking to, especially plugging the Discord. Those in the Discord.
That's facts.
We appreciate every single one of you guys being able to talk to other Star Wars fans every day. It's just so much fun being able to geek out with people and just talk to other people who have an equal amount of appreciation that we do for the franchise. It makes me feel like I'm not a nerd. So thank you to everybody who supports the podcast. We appreciate you guys so much.
Immensely. Thank you so much.
I feel like that was already one of the things I was going to talk about as well.
Right.
But no, for sure though, because that's definitely true. Because the people who consistently talk to us on the Discord, comment on our videos, and like interact with us and whatnot, have made this so much more enjoyable. I feel like
And
just because it's like going from watching Luke Monster like out of the basement to now talking with them on like a regular basis, I think is like super cool.
man, you're making a young man emotional right now. That's all I gotta say.
Sorry, my fella. Sorry.
I can't believe, never in a million years did I think that the three of us would get to sit down at least once a week and do this thing that people actually watch and listen to. And to be able to interact with other Star Wars fans is just the best thing ever. It's all I could ever ask for.
And at this moment in time, we're sitting at currently 237 subscribers. We are thankful for each and every one of you.
Yeah.
And especially for those who actually tune in every week to watch the episodes.
Yeah.
Who tune in the first hour that it's up.
Who tune into our trash live streams where we have audio problems every single time.
Who watch the live streams after we've posted them as well.
Oh, yeah. Like, we have people like Commander Bly told me on the side, he was like, I'm really struggling to get through this live stream right now because of Jackson's audio. And I was laughing so hard.
Hey,
So-
the audio is bad, but
But again,
We're
like,
bugging it,
he
bugging.
took the time and went through the whole thing. And that's all I could ever ask for, you know?
I know Fig Fury watched it later too, because I didn't get some of the comment notifications until like this morning when I was
Oh.
hunting.
Which, by the way, that we've had people that comment on our YouTube videos for like a long time where we can't always respond to your comments.
Yes.
So just know that I don't know why we can't respond. It might be because your channel's private or something, or like some sort of privacy thing going on. But there are some comments that we've tried to respond. Like, I'll go back days after and try to respond. So just know that we haven't responded to your comment. We saw it and we tried to respond, but it just didn't work.
And other podcast related things. I'm thankful for our buddy Corey for hooking us up with an entirely new light
Yes.
system.
Oh, crap. Yeah, we got new lighting today.
I hope you have noticed how nice, evenly lit we look. I took the time. I
And
checked
not
in.
yellow like Lego people.
I did my best to set everything up so the lighting was even across the plane. I'm very, very, very
Jacob
happy
even
about it.
struck the floor.
Yeah, there's blue
Yes.
tape on the floor, so now hopefully we will get some form of consistency with the camera, the lighting, and the table.
You mean the table won't be different, crooked every single week?
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. Hopefully we get it right this time.
So,
Corey, if you're watching this, thank you so much.
Yes.
We really appreciate it. It makes such a big difference.
Shout
and
out
it's
to you,
so
Corey.
cool.
Thank you, Corey.
Plus, in my free time, I can use this for somewhat studio photography and headshots now. So that would be cool.
Woo! But yeah, I think if we're looking at something bigger, like Star Wars wise, that's not podcast related, I am very thankful for all of the values that I've been taught through the characters that I bonded with in my childhood from Star Wars. You know, you could sit here and say that's cringe, whatever.
Cringe,
and like, it's one of those things where I don't care because, you know, dude, a couple weeks ago, I got a tattoo on my arm of a Star Wars character because that character's values meant so much to me and my value system.
Mm-hmm.
And there have been plenty of characters and themes in Star Wars that have really helped mold me into the man I am today. And I'm just very thankful that I've had that opportunity to experience Star Wars like that. So that would be another thing that I'm very thankful for, I would say.
Mhm. I'm thankful for the birth of George Lucas.
That's facts.
My man
That's
got
facts.
weird.
No, I'm thankful for the work that George Lucas put into that first movie. With his back against the wall and everybody telling him it wouldn't work, he didn't back down. He continued to persevere and he made the movie of his dreams. And it is what has created this podcast. It's what made us into the people we are today. It's what drove us to make as many like relationships, friendships, memories that we have. And it's what's taught us to be who we are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something like that. It's something so little of somebody following their dreams and their passions, which has really taken our lives and changed it for the better in some ways. So I'm thankful for George Lucas.
Something kind of related to this year, unpopular opinion. I'm thankful that we got the Bad Batch. Like, honestly, it can, for how much it is called a continuation of the Clone Wars, because it's
care. It's so good.
it's the same
Or how much it's called
the
filler.
same format. And for how much it's called filler, I really enjoyed the show. Like, I as we said like 2 weeks ago, got the rest of the Bad Batch line from Walmart, and I was just so happy to be able to play with those figures. I rewatch the Bad Batch whenever I can, and it's literally one of my most favorite shows, like, at this point in time. Like, I have so much fun with it.
I just watched the mid-season finale, the episode where they revealed Cad Bane. I watched it last night with my brother and my father. And, sorry, little lady. Like, that's like, I love Cad Bane. But yeah, that show just brought so much to the table for me.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I enjoyed waiting every single week for the new episode.
Mhm.
Yep.
It was totally worth it.
And it's only gonna get better from here.
Yes.
Exactly.
And,
Even if it gets worse, though, we're still gonna enjoy it. We're still gonna be like,
yeah,
"Ah,
dude.
space movie."
On that same note, thankful for The Mandalorian
Yes.
for launching us into this whole wave of live-action TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I couldn't be happier. But I think my biggest thing is I'm thankful that Star Wars is in the position it is today.
Yes.
We say it all the time. Now is the best time to be a Star Wars fan.
I'm
Yes.
thankful for Disney. Contrary to what most of people nowadays believe, especially with the sequel trilogy, people hate Disney for what they're doing to Star Wars. But I like Disney as a company. I do care that they are a monopoly in some ways in the entertainment industry, and it does bother me a little bit in some ways. But I am so incredibly happy with the time, the effort, and the care that Disney puts into these projects. They're just making them better and better and better. They're giving the fans what they want. The products are actually starting to roll out. They're starting to be cool again.
Yeah, man.
We are getting attractions, hotels based around Star Wars now. Multiple shirts, multiple books, multiple TV shows, video games licensed being spread across multiple like different companies now. It's insane. And none of this would have happened if it wasn't for Disney buying Star Wars.
True.
Because if George Lucas held on to that, there probably would not have been another 3 movies. And that's just a fact. So I'm thankful for Disney and their conquests to conquer the entertainment industry
Yeah, man.
by buying one of the biggest franchises of all time, Star Wars.
I'm also thankful we got Visions this year.
Dude.
Can't forget about that.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
so thankful for Lope.
I
Bro,
am.
I'm thankful for Lope.
I am
Lope
thankful
is-
for the Lope episode. I will say this unashamedly, that the Lope episode is the best, period.
What do you mean by that? Why would that be?
Okay, do you want me to explain it again?
No, I don't want to hear about your affinity.
It
for
isn't
bunny
an affinity,
girls.
bro. Okay, for me...
It's a passion then.
Shut up. Bro. For me, the Lope episode...
I love her like she's real. I love her. I ain't
Sorry.
even gonna talk. I got a crush on Padme. I ain't gonna talk.
Okay, the Lope episode for me is Revenge of the
Sorry,
Sith.
Jacob's girlfriend. Sorry, Jacob's girlfriend.
She got a crush on Tom Holland. It works.
Dang, fella.
Yikes.
All right, I'm going to continue what I was saying, boss. For me, the Lope episode
anything
is
to
literally
feel?
Revenge of the Sith. It's the relationship between Anakin and Obi-Wan displayed in a different format. And that relationship for me is really emotional because of Jacob. And so that's how I really enjoy the
I
episode.
hope I'm not low.
No, I
That'd be a
am.
different kind of. Whoa!
Oh no! This is the worst. This is the worst. Oh gosh. I'm not thankful for this segment. I'm not thankful for this segment. This is awful. I want to stop the podcast now. It was nice knowing you all.
do
This
you
has
mean
been
by
the
that?
13 podcast.
What do you mean by
Signing
that?
off. Bye. Oh gosh.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Boss, how to buy that?
Oh wow. Okay. Well, I gotta say that was good. Good little bit there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Anything else that you guys are thankful for with Star Wars?
You know, I think a big thing for me would be, the ability for Star Wars to give me the hobby that I get to enjoy
Facts.
so much. Was that what you were gesturing toward?
I was going to say, I'm thankful for, very controversial to popular belief, of the current state of the Black Series.
What? No, but it's Pope.
How could you
Jacob.
say that?
Gosh dang it, every week. Okay, no, but I'm really
How could
happy
you
with...
say that? The Hasbro only makes bad products.
Okay. No, but think about it. We got so many more products this year that are literally absolute fire. The rest of the Bad Batch line, gas. We have literally 8 brand new figures that all look amazing. They all look great coming out. We have Boss and the Jet Trooper, figures we never thought that we would ever get. We are getting now. We are getting more Clone Wars figures every year now, which is great because everybody thought it was going to end after the 4 that Walmart did. That was going to be done, but they've proven themselves that they did more Clone Wars figures again this year. And we can only assume that they'll continue to do that.
It's very evident that 6-inch action figures are the future of action figure collecting.
Absolutely.
I'm not saying that 3 3/4 should be cast to the side or anything like that. I'm just saying that there should be, in my opinion, 3 3/4 figures absolutely should still exist.
Yep.
Those should be for a younger audience.
Yes.
Because that's what we all remember our 3 3/4 figures as. 6-inch figures.
Same with
in
the
my
OT
opinion,
fans, though.
Yeah, 6-inch
Like,
figure.
yeah.
No, every Star Wars fan grew up with 3 3/4
Yeah,
figures.
no, that's what I was trying to say.
yeah.
Yeah,
So like, that's
Unless
if
you're
you
growing
want-
up in this age and you're actually getting Black Series for your
Yeah.
first toys.
And so yeah, but I think that the
That would be
6-inch
pretty cool.
figures are more of a collector's item,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm very happy as well. I'm very thankful to have like the products we're able to get. They're not always perfect.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Sure.
not always right.
Exactly.
Mhm.
I'm not always happy, but
But we go.
you can't always be
stuff.
happy.
Mm-hmm. It's
But it's not
it's
the end of
nice.
the world.
we
We'll
like
get into
our
that.
Star Wars toys. We like our Star Wars
We'll get
toys.
into that later.
We'll get into that later. I'm thankful for Dave Filoni.
Facts.
He's pretty cool, especially him kind of being not a hometown hero, but his origins are nearby.
Jacob said,
So-
"Let's DDoS us again."
No, well, there's multiple different ways that you can interpret that statement.
Dave Filoni, the college that he graduated from, is in a certain proximity
See, that was
Stop
the thing.
saying
That was the thing I
that.
wasn't gonna say.
of about 1,000 miles.
That was the thing I wasn't
1,000
gonna
miles
say.
away.
But no, Tommy's DOS says now everybody knows where we live. We live in Buffalo,
that is
New
just
York.
not true.
We live in Buffalo, New York. But no, I'm so happy for what he's
Hey,
doing.
all I'm saying, if you're coming to my
We
house,
live in Boise,
bring some
Idaho.
fan mail
We live
with
in
you.
Boise, Idaho.
We live, we
Um,
live in Des Moines, Iowa. We live in Des Moines, Iowa.
no, I'm happy for what he's doing with Clone Wars. What he's doing for the Mandalorian, especially what he did with Avatar: Last Airbender. I haven't watched that show all the way through, but I started, and it's very, very good. So he's a great director. I love his work. I'm very thankful for the joy that he's brought to my childhood through the Clone Wars.
And I, above all, am thankful for the franchise.
Yes.
Thank you, Star Wars, for being such a big part of my life. And that is all I have to say. That's all, folks.
Now we eat the turkey. It's Thanksgiving. Now we eat the turkey.
What?
It's a Thanksgiving episode, ding dong.
Oh, that's true. Now, everybody, go be gluttonous.
Eat that dry meat known as turkey.
Bro,
It's the worst
my
meat
mom
known
cooks
on man.
turkey good. My mom cooks turkey good. It is not dry.
Ours is.
No,
No, something happened.
Oh no!
Is the battery low?
Oh no!
What'd it say?
Oh, something on the camera. What'd it say?
Is
it
still recording?
Welcome back,
Whoa!
everybody!
We're
What
back!
happened there?
Oh my
Everything fell over and we fixed it.
Our SD card got full, so we had to delete some footage midway through. We're sorry about that. This is the first jump cut of the 1313 podcast.
Probably the first and only jump cut of the 1313. Hopefully the only one.
Unless we get like one of them editors later on down the line where they kind of jump all of our audio together, so that way it sounds like one fluid conversation and there's never a pause.
That's kind of true.
I would hate that. I would actually hate that.
Why?
It just hurt. I like natural flow of conversation. I hate when every millisecond is filled by speech.
All right. Well, good for you, buddy.
It's okay to be wrong. It's okay to be wrong.
I think we're done with the Thanksgiving portion
Yes.
of our podcast. If you're listening to this anywhere near the Thanksgiving holiday, happy Thanksgiving. I hope you're enjoying it with your family, your friends, or if you cannot because you're separated by this weird pandemic that we have going on, or for some other reason, I hope you're finding some way to enjoy it.
And if you're not from the United States, then you probably aren't celebrating Thanksgiving.
And if you're not,
take this opportunity and celebrate the American holiday of Thanksgiving.
David
Don't
Edge,
go to work.
celebrate Thanksgiving.
Don't go to work. Pig out and enjoy.
watch a Star Wars movie.
Use a VPN and watch some American football.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts.
Yeah. But yeah, that's all I have to say.
Mhm.
So now let's get into Jacob.
In his
In his
Legos.
Legos.
But I already did this segment at the beginning of the podcast.
You kind of did.
Well, I have more
actually.
details for you.
Well,
listed.
if you want me to go into more detail, Hoth ATST is going to have 586 pieces. It's going to be at a price of $50, and both of these sets are released on January 1st of 2022. And then the Snowtrooper Battle Pack is 105 pieces and will be retailing for $20. I think that's all we have to do for Jacob and his Legos.
I think it's cool that they're doing
That's fine.
2 Hoth sets to accompany the UCS AT-AT.
I actually think I have one more thing to add to this, and it's
Yeah.
not Star Wars related.
Oh.
Okay.
There is a new UCS set coming out
Oh, yeah. I
for
remember
Lego
this.
Marvel, and it is the Endgame battle scene. It is going to be
What?
3,000 pieces, but get this. It includes 54 minifigures. 54 minifigures.
You're kidding.
I am
No.
out.
I have no.
That's gonna be hype.
Let me check my my rumor pages real quick. And
Dude.
give credit where credit
Is that
is
a
due.
rumor though, or is
Um,
that like an actual?
I believe it's a rumor report. Let me check,
Okay.
double check real quick, just to
Dude,
so I could give
that
credit
would be-
to who.
Excuse me, that would be epic. I would buy that.
Yes, it's around.
And
It's,
I almost never buy anything Marvel.
it's supposed to be around. What was it? I think it was $600.
Forget it.
So
54 minifigures though.
54 minifigures. Is
They can
what-
make every Marvel hero that appears in the Endgame fight scene.
Yes, I feel like that's their entire goal with it.
That's awesome.
I'm
I agree.
really struggling to find who posted it because I follow like a couple different pages for Lego between Lego Club News, Lego Fulcrum, and a couple others, but I'm not currently seeing it. So I'm just gonna say go follow all those pages. Also follow Promo Bricks, follow like Brickheads, follow everybody that does like Brickstar Official. It might have been them that posted it. It was not. I cannot find who posted it. But this set is going to be legendary. It might be the only Marvel set I pick up. I do not know.
I also saw there was a rumor report back to Star Wars for an 18+ Captain Rex's Y-Wing.
Yes.
That is a false report.
Gosh!
I did.
Dang
Okay,
it!
I remember
It
mentioning
is-
that to you, and you said
It
it
is
was
false.
wrong.
I think it was Lego Club News posted that, and then he took it down, and he was talking about how he was duped and that it was a fake report. So that is a wishful thinking for me, because I want a Phase 2 Captain Rex minifigure so bad, but I'm not willing to pay almost $100 for it. Like,
That's
just
true.
for the minifigure, I think that's way too much. If anybody has an extra and they're listening, I'll send you my postal address. But no, I'm really hoping for that set to come out someday, but I don't think it will. And if it does come out, I'm afraid it's going to be a Comic-Con exclusive or like some sort of con. So that's the only way I see it coming out.
All right. Well, I believe it is time to get into what always feels like I'm walking on eggshells when I'm talking about it. The Wack Series.
The Wack Series.
Boring.
Not funny.
Let's kick it off.
All right.
So the name of the Christmas figure wave, we now know it's a wave
Yes.
coming this year, is now known as the Life Day Collection, which is why everyone was under the assumption when StarWars.com posted a bunch of stuff about Life Day on Wednesday that this would be the day that the figures would get revealed. Wrong-o. It is not
We
the
were
case.
duped.
We were duped. And yeah, we don't know when they're coming out. We don't know when they're getting revealed. Hopefully it'll be soon.
This is my guess. This is my estimation. I feel like they are going to be a Black Friday drop. I think they are going to come out on Black
Please don't
Friday,
do that.
the day after
Please
Thanksgiving
don't do that.
in the
Yeah.
United States, because I feel like there's a gut feeling. I think Hasbro has done something like it before. I cannot remember. But I went to Best Buy today to figure hunt, and they had a shelving peg labeled for the holiday wave of the Black Series. It said Hall 2. So they're coming to stores. We know that they're going to be at least at Best Buy. We thought previously that they were going to be Target exclusives, but now we know. I think it was the last Christmas wave. Each figure was a store exclusive.
Yes.
So it might happen again. I am guessing though that it'll be revealed on Black Friday. Don't hold that. Don't take my word as wisdom, as gospel, because this is just me assuming. This is me guessing. But that's what I think.
Truthfully, none of us know anything we're talking about.
We only know we're gonna get a Wookiee
I have no
one.
idea what the heck.
Also,
I'm talking about.
that news did come from yakface.com.
Yes.
So, if you want reliable Black Series news, Yakface is reliable 99% of the time.
Yes.
And yeah, so now we have a lot happened for the Rancor in the last week.
Mm-hmm.
The second, third, and fourth stretch goals were all revealed for the Rancor HasLab in the last week. Now, stretch goal 2 got announced by itself in a post by Hasbro Pulse. That being a set of bones to decorate the area around in your Rancor pit.
As well as a sheet of cardboard as a
A
background.
backdrop for the Rancor.
And it wasn't even complete. They showed like a picture of what it would look like.
You mean something that should be included in the box? A stretch goal? I'm not gonna continue.
We getting there. Jacob's getting there. And then we also had Fan First Friday, where we got to see a painted physical model that they showed off quite a bit. And boy howdy, did it look good. Holy crap.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
I was like, ooh, man. $350 ain't sounding so bad anymore looking at that painted physical model.
Mm-hmm.
But, I talked about it with the people on the Discord, and they were like, oh, well, now, Tommy, you can have an excuse, and we'll help you get OT figures now. And I was like, don't do this to me.
Mhm.
Don't do this to me. But I think I might break. You'll know by next week if I decided to get the Rancor or not.
Mm-hmm. Another stretch goal that we saw was, did you mention the Luke Skywalker figure?
I did not
The
mention
Luke and the
third or
Salacious
fourth stretch
Crumb.
goals.
Mhm.
The third
I
stretch
just
goal
said it.
is a Salacious Crumb on a retro card back.
Mhm.
And
Why
we
no
also
coin?
got
Why no coin?
no coin for Salacious, whatever, dude. And then tier 4, a newly sculpted from head to toe Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker
which is
figure.
a figure that we have in the Red and Black Series box line already.
And that we'll get eventually as a single packed figure,
So,
as confirmed by Yak.
to be fair, that Luke Skywalker figure, that particular Luke Skywalker figure, has only been released as a Walmart exclusive in the past.
Mm-hmm.
When he first came out, he was easy to come by, and then over time, his price shot up. It's about $40 or $50 if you want to get one right now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very happy that they are doing a Luke Skywalker with single jointed knees. My Luke Skywalker, because I have that Luke
Yeah.
Skywalker, the legs just get very loose over time,
Mhm.
and the knees aren't that good. So I'm very happy that they redid the knees.
Mm-hmm.
I think the figure looks great, and he would come with a collector coin, same as the Gam Guard, and he comes on the same retro card back, same as the Gam Guard and Salacious Crumb, and I am very, very close to wanting to get the Rancor.
Mhm.
However, very many Black Series collectors are furious about the stretch goals for the Rancor.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fan.
I am a little bit disappointed by them. And personally, I will not be getting the Rancor just because I don't have $350 to be spending on it. But I am a little bit disappointed in the stretch goals just because I was really hoping for the Twilight Dancer, but I feel like we kind of get her in it because we get her skull. And we were hoping for the Rancor Keeper. I forget his name.
Malakili.
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 Malakili. I knew I pronounced
But
it wrong as soon as I said it.
He said it. Okay. So for this, I think we shouldn't include a Luke Skywalker or a Salacious Crumb. We should give people the figures that they're really asking for, just because this is something that only hardcore collectors are buying, and hardcore collectors want those obscure characters that only hardcore fellas know about. So of course they want the Twilight Dancer, of course they want the Rancor Keeper. This is something that is dedicated to the fans of Star Wars. This is not for a casual collector. This is a lot of money, and people want to sink their hard-earned dollars into something that they're going to fully enjoy all the benefits of. Now, I understand that the $350 price point is only for the Rancor, and everything else is a freebie, but for some people, these freebies are the make and break points. And for me personally, it wouldn't be. I think the Rancor is just cool as a standalone thing, but I feel like in this case, if it's such a fan-driven product, you have to listen to what the fans want. It is imperative for the success of the product. And it's showing right now because they released the stretch goals for this, and it lost backers.
Hundreds of backers.
300 backers by the time we were shooting this episode.
So people are already upset about the stretch goals because Hasbro did not listen to the community, which I get it. They're a business. They have to do what's going to make them money. And if you repainting a Salacious Crumb, which is a figure they just came out with in the creature pack for Shop Disney, and then something that's relatively easy to do, it's a mold that they kind of have already figured out for Luke Skywalker off a previous figure, and a Grimorian Guard, which is a figure that already exists. It's just more bang for your buck. You're just reprinting most figures and repainting figures that you already have. I just feel like most people are upset because they found it to be a bit lazy, and they found it to be a bit inconsiderate to what the fans were really asking for. So I really understand why, as to why people are not backing the product and they're slamming the product. But on the other hand, there are the people that are in it just for the Rancor. And if I were to go into this, I feel like that would have to be my standpoint, because I'm not going to be too happy with the stretch goals. Where there's Tommy, on the other hand, who is completely and utterly over the moon about everything.
Dude, you should have seen my face on the live stream when they showed that painted model. I went back and looked, and my face went from this. Oh, what do they got? What do they got going on? And this is my face for the next 3 minutes.
Tommy the entire stream said, "It looks so good. It looks so good.
I did.
It looks so good." And I was
Because-
like, yes, we know it, Tommy.
Realistically, I'm gonna come out. I'm gonna respectfully disagree with Jacob, because
And that's
Jacob,
okay.
all of Jacob's points are valid.
Mhm.
Everything you said was 100% valid. Here's where I'm at. First of all, I just want to say, I think it's wrong for collectors to try to push other collectors to unback the Rancor.
Oh,
If
I'm not
you-
saying that's right at all.
No, I didn't say you made that point yet. I've just seen a lot of this sentiment on a lot of comment sections regarding posts about the Rancor. People are excited that it's failing. People are excited that they're hoping it doesn't get fully backed, even let alone the stretch goals. They're hoping that the Rancor doesn't happen. Now, I hope you know that by saying this, Hasbro will never do another Black Series HasLab. If the first one fails, that's it. Now, I'm not saying, oh, get the Rancor so we can get more HasLabs. But I am saying, like, think about this.
This is setting a precedent for the future of the product and the line.
Yes. Now, maybe in the future, if they don't meet the stretch goals, then Hasbro may lower the standard for how many they would need to fully fund it.
Mm-hmm.
That might happen. But I think that if you want it to not get fully backed at all, Hasbro's never going to do another Black Series HasLab. It just won't happen because that's what I say. The bean counters, as we said earlier, don't like to take risks. They don't like to make risky decisions. And surprisingly, a Black Series HasLab would not be a risky decision looking at it right now because the Black Series is booming. But now, seeing that the numbers are not doing well, they're probably not going to do one going forward. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
If you don't want to buy it, and if you do want to unback it because of the stretch goals, that is completely fine. But I just want to say, pushing other people to unback it just because you're not happy about it, that's kind of cringe.
I feel like the biggest thing that definitely happened with Hasbro in this case as well, it was 100% both sides of the coin's fault. It was the community's fault and Hasbro's fault. Because on Hasbro's side, think about it. It's November. It's almost Christmas. You not only have the Rancor HasLab, but you have Galactus, the Ghostbusters backpack, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle van, and like a ship from G.I. Joe. It's a plane,
G.I. Joe,
a jet plane.
Skyfighter.
Collectors collect
Skystrike.
many different aspects. specifically, we only collect Star Wars, but there are many people out there that will collect more than one franchise. So when you are giving fans this gigantic array of options, when this is the time of year where people are really pinching their pennies the most to save their money, I feel like that is an absolutely horrible business decision.
Yeah.
Did Galactus and all those other ones succeed? Absolutely. They're going to make their money on that. They're going to be fine. But I just feel like for the time of year as well, I was talking to my dad about it, and he was saying that like he would 100% be more supportive of this if this was in February, because he's like, the Rancor isn't even a thought until I have everything like done for Christmas that like I even need for this moment. And then obviously on the community side, you have to you're setting unrealistic expectations. I never expected Ula and the frickin' Malakili to ever become a plausible idea for a figure. There is a reason we have never gotten another archive version of Slave Leia, and that is because she is in what would consider to be a risque outfit for an action figure. And more children are collecting this line. The Black Series line is not an 18+. So it would make perfect sense, in my opinion, if you did not want to release a Twi'lek in a bikini and a large shirtless man as a figure. Yes, is it an exclusive that is $300+ that you are going to get and that children are not going to buy? Yes.
I'm going to counter that point because...
Can I finish?
I'm just countering that real quick because you can... No, it's just have an active discussion.
Okay.
Because... if you're going on the fact that a figure like that might be risque, you can sell beach Barbie figures and Ken dolls. That's a shirtless guy and that's a woman in a bikini. You can market those to even younger children, let alone a product that's going mostly towards adults that have a lot of money to spend.
Yeah, but they don't make those figures at the moment.
They do.
So here's what I think it is, honestly. I think that it's there's been this push to kind of move away from that in general. You have now she's not called Slave Leia, she's called Hut Slayer Leia. I think that's dumb. Personally, I think it's lame.
Because she is a slave.
And I think that it's also lame that they are refusing to make the figure. Because that's the truth of it. They're refusing to make any character that's in a risque outfit.
Yeah.
I think it's dumb. I think it's really stupid, and honestly I think it's childish that they're refusing for whatever reason to make the figure.
And they should say why they don't feel comfortable. If they do not want to make those figures because of those reasons, say that.
Or if Lucasfilm is telling
around
them, if Lucasfilm is the one telling you not to make the figure, then just come out and say that. Because everyone wants to finger point, everyone wants to blame this person, that person, but like, We don't know what the reason is. We don't know exactly why. All we can do is assume and speculate, which is what happened with the stretch goals. So back to your point about the stretch goals.
Exactly. It was an unrealistic expectation for a figure. I personally feel like the Luke Skywalker and the Salacious Crumb were a little bit of a cheat, because now we can even see that the creature pack from Disney is now sold out, because I can guarantee that as soon as Salacious Crumb was announced, everybody was like, I'm just going to buy the $35 version Salacious Crumb with other creatures. So there was not only the unrealistic expectations, but again, this just consistent toxicity for it, which I 100% agree with Out of the Basement's point that the $350 price mark for the Rancor is the Rancor, period. Stretch goals are only there as a freebie if they sell more. It's like a freaking,
That's why they're
it's like the
stretch goals.
fundraisers
That's
in
why they're
elementary
stretch goals.
schools.
Yeah.
When you get money for yourself, when like, if you sell so many products, then you get this back in
You get the
return.
hamster on a ball.
Okay, but that was actually cool.
That was fire.
And I have that in my room somewhere buried.
It was like G-Force, but not.
Yeah.
Shouts out to those who remember G-Force.
That's exactly what it is. I 100% understand, because Galactus had completely brand new figures for its stretch goals. And so the Marvel community
But
got it good.
Marvel Legends uses heavy reuse all the time.
But you also have to remember that the team for Marvel Legends and the team for Star Wars
are completely
different. They're different minds. They're different entities. And there's way, way more stuff that you can do with Marvel than you can do with Star Wars. And that's just a fact, because you can pull from thousands of comics, thousands of characters for Marvel.
You can make the 100 different Iron Man suited figures.
Like, people will buy all of them.
Yes, because people like Iron Man.
But
or in this case, you can't necessarily do that, because there's characters that are too obscure and people aren't going to want to get it.
And that's the other thing, is people are saying, oh, this one doesn't make sense, that one doesn't make sense, whatever. Truthfully, in my opinion, the only one that doesn't make much sense is Salacious Crumb.
I 100% agree.
But
that didn't make any sense.
Obviously, the Gam Guard is a must. If you're gonna
Correct.
get the Rancor, then having a Gam Guard goes with that, because you see him eat one on screen.
Yes.
Same with Luke. I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna defend Luke being a stretch goal, because it's not like they just took the old Luke figure and shoved him in a new card back. They made a new Luke figure, and Luke is the one that fights the Rancor. So getting the antagonist for Luke Skywalker in that, putting them both in the same product is a good idea. I can understand why people are upset. With Ula, it's like, yes, Ula falls into the Rancor pit, but no one sees her, like, you don't see her get eaten, you don't see her again after that, you just see her fall into the pit.
So I'm going to argue against your Luke figure idea.
Okay.
Just because this is a figure that, it's Luke Skywalker. He's one of the most iconic characters in the entire saga. People are going to want that figure not behind a $350 gate.
Right.
But that's the thing. They're already going to do that. So why make it a stretch goal? Why make it a reach for people to reach this goal if you're going to get that figure in the future anyway? There's no reason to work for it then. It takes away all the motivation to get this figure. It doesn't make it special.
At least they
because
didn't.
they said that they were going to release. No, I'm sorry. They said that they were going to release it further
Yeah.
ahead. So it doesn't make
Right.
too much sense to put it in an exclusive product when everybody else is going to be able to get it anyway.
But at least they didn't not include Luke and then say, pretend he's in the set.
Right.
Like a certain company that we slander.
But if we're talking about Lego, they're coming out with this UCS AT-AT, but then in counterpart, they're coming out with two separate sets you can buy with the Hoth Battle Pack and then the Hoth AT-ST. So you can do the same thing with this. You can do the HasLab Rancor, and in tandem with it, come out separately with a Luke Skywalker figure and a Salacious Crumb figure and a whatever else thing. But then keep the stretch goal something kind of obscure and something that hardcore collectors would really want.
Well, that's why they put them on different card backs and they gave two of them collector's coins.
But aren't they going to do that anyway with the rest of the, like if they normally release that Luke Skywalker? I don't think they're going to do that.
Maybe
with the
they
Game
will
Guard.
for Return of the Jedi 40th anniversary.
Yes, that's
Because I think it's safe to say, unless, by some stroke of luck, the Rancor meets all of its stretch goals. Because I do think, at the end of the day, a lot of these people who are so outwardly against the Rancor, FOMO's going to hit, and they're going to end up backing the Rancor before time is up.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me that hardcore Black Series collectors, as mad as a lot of them are, you can't tell me that the majority of them aren't going to give in to FOMO and back the Rancor by the end. You're telling me that all these collectors are just going to skip out
I
on
feel
a
like
Black
they will.
Series Rancor? No, I don't think so.
I think they will
they won't.
because
I
of
think they won't.
Christmas. Like 100%.
I think it.
Aside from that,
I feel like the only reason why people are going to have to skip out is because some people are really tight on money for Christmas.
that's the only like legitimate reason that I could think of where people would actually like skip out on
That's
it.
why we're not getting the Rancor.
Like, I think that saying like, oh, I want it, and then like going, "Oh, but it doesn't have the stretch goals I would have wanted.
Mhm.
It's like, think about what you're saying. You're thinking about like $60 worth of figures versus this massive product.
Mhm.
And I don't want people to get me wrong that are watching this. I do not hate the Rancor. I would love to have the Rancor. I just think the whole situation that's going on is a lack of communication between what the fans really want and what the company is able to do.
Well, I think that now that I know that you guys aren't getting it, someone's going to have to bite the bullet and back one. So I think I might do it.
We'll see.
Well, we shall see, and if he does, then it will be on the podcast eventually.
Whether
If
it has
I get one, then there will be 2 Rancors on the podcast.
That is if Christmas season isn't super rough on us and we're able to afford it.
So that was quite the discourse.
Yes.
And I want all you Star Wars fans to take notes. Notice how these two believed one way, I believed completely different, and we had a civil conversation without screaming at
I also
each other.
didn't bash on this
Facts.
man for thinking differently than me.
We have different opinions, and we had civil discourse. Please take notes from this and do this with your fellow human beings in everyday life in all things. Please, I beg you, if I have to hear people scream and shout about their opinions one more time, I might end it all.
Whoa! Don't be doing that.
So I think we're probably a lot more even-footed on our opinions about the Disney park packs that came out outrageously priced.
Yes.
$75?
Yeah, so the First Order pack and the Droids pack were $75 each. And so here's where I'm at with those, okay? Strap in, ladies and gentlemen.
Put on your seatbelts because Tommy's about to get angry.
We
So,
want to
no,
have
I'm
some
not-
fun.
I really wanted to get the Droids pack and the
I
First Order
agree.
pack.
Yes.
I was willing to pass on the Creatures pack. Because, okay, $35 is a little steep, but it's not crazy. Because you're getting, what?
2
couple-
Salacious Crumbs.
2 or 3 Porgs.
Yep.
And then you also get a Minoc and you get a Bogling.
Yep.
That's a good array of characters. And I think $35 is fair considering they sold the child by itself for $10. I think that's a pretty fair price.
And
And
plus,
it's Disney.
you're able to take these figures and you're able to add some ambiance to like your setups and your collections.
Right.
And
They're
make it
world
kinda-
builders.
Yes. So like if you're into those, like if you're into like character photography and like figure photography, then you can add these to like your sets to make it look like more lively.
And the Salacious and the 2 Kowakian monkey lizards is what they're called.
Yes.
They were
my bad.
2 different colors. It's not like they threw 2 of the exact same one
the
in the pack.
one of the ones that are in the package are seen in the what is it? The VR game.
Really?
Yes.
That would make sense.
It's like the
That
blue and yellow
one. That blue one pops up. That's the one that hangs on Hondo, or is that a red one? That's a red one.
It's a
isn't
red
it?
one. The blue and
I was
yellow
gonna
one's in
say.
the VR game.
Okay,
I
okay.
can't remember. Is it Tales from Galaxy's Edge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't think of the name.
So let me just say, I was really excited for the First Order pack and the Droids pack, and then when I saw that $75 price point, I was like, oh man, because if you think about it, K2SO is $20, a battle droid is $20, and then you're paying an extra $35 for a pit droid and a mouse droid.
Yes.
That's what you're paying. And then I thought, okay, well, maybe they're exclusive prices. So then you'd have a $25 K2SO and a $25 battle droid. That's still $25 for a pit droid and a mouse droid. I just got a mouse droid with my Vice Admiral Rampart. I don't need another mouse droid. So I was like, okay, passing on that. As much as I would like it, I'm passing.
I want the pit droid.
I
That's what
want the First Order pack
Same.
the most.
Yes,
And
because there's a trooper in it. There's
I
a new
just
trooper.
can't justify spending, or it's not a mouse droid. It's CB-23 from Star Wars Resistance, which is a BB unit.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was the First Order pack. General Hux, who has the photoreal face paint,
Which
now.
looks amazing.
It does
That's
look
what
good.
makes me more
And
upset.
the First Order AT-AT driver just looks cool to me.
Yes.
Something about his design just looks like off-putting and cool. And then and then it's like, oh, the rest of the price is for another first order astromech droid and another mouse droid. Come on, man. I can't do that. I can't bring myself to pay $75 plus shipping. Don't forget, there's going to be shipping and there's going to be tax.
That's
true. Pre-tax. Come on, man. You're killing me.
I agree. It really made me upset because, again, the General Hux looks amazing, and I love that AT-AT Trooper.
So
I
if
love
anybody
the OT
would like to
one,
give
too.
me a Christmas present,
If anyone wants to support the podcast,
just text me and I will send you my shipping address.
Ready to do that.
No, it honestly just did make me upset. I feel like at some point, unfortunately, I am going to cave for it.
I hope that the aftermarket price goes down over time. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. But since it's an exclusive, I don't think it will.
But that's the other thing. If those like legitimately only sell for a short period of time and they get rid of them, their price is going to skyrocket. That's the unfortunate part because people are already paying the $75 for it. You could imagine on the aftermarket, it's going to be $100 plus.
Sucks, but that's what I what I do for a living on the side, my side hustle. I flip Star Wars action figures right after they come out.
Okay, let's have some fun now.
Actually, there's one more thing within the Wack series.
This just came out
I
today.
did see
This
that.
came out 7 hours ago. That Yak Face has reported that pre-orders for the next 6-inch Black Series Gaming Greats figure should be available soon. Now, usually when he posts this, that figure goes up for pre-order within the next 3 days.
Well, it didn't happen with the Arvala 7 Mando. That has yet to come out via Target.com.
That has yet to come out.
Unfortunately.
But.
Oh, and by the way, sorry to interrupt. If you got a Snowy Mando pre-order, it may or may not have just gotten canceled. Mine, I just woke up earlier this week, and I got an email from Target.com at 4 a.m. saying that my pre-order for Snowy Mando was canceled, and there was no specified reason why. I contacted Target, and you know what they said? Oh, we're just not sure we're going to have enough stock, so we canceled your pre-order.
Yeah.
Then give out the pre-orders first instead of putting them on the shelves. I'm sorry, but I can't. It's just annoying. So if you do end up getting one, anyone watching, hit me up. I'll pay for it.
I'm currently still chilling with my pre-order for Jackson's.
Nice.
As far as I know, it has not
I need
been
the Snowy
canceled.
Mando. Okay, now can we have some fun?
But no, I'm excited because this new figure should be getting revealed within the next couple of days. It's going to come out of absolutely nowhere.
It's going to probably be the Imperial Shadow Guard.
That
That's
would be
what
very
it looks
cool.
like.
So
from that Guardians of Evil 4-pack.
Be on your toes.
It actually,
cool things are coming.
The one, if it's going to be from Force Unleashed, those ones don't have the outer robe.
Ooh,
so
I remember what you mean.
That'd be cool.
Be very, very nice.
Do we have any? Never mind.
Do we have any what?
No, we don't have Force Unleashed Gaming Greats figures in the Galaxy packaging.
Not in the Galaxy packaging.
They're in the original packaging,
Yeah.
like the boxes.
But yeah, let's get into some weekly pickups, shall we?
This is going to be a fun part.
Do you want me just to go first since I have the least amount?
Sure.
Okay. I have one pickup that is not Star Wars related. I got another Marvel Legends figure because, oh, the Lord may help me.
The bug has been bitten.
The bug bit me. I went to my local toy store today.
Don't name it like you did in the...
My local...
Dude, why did you need to say that on air? Why did you need to say that?
Bro,
I said it.
Bro, don't say it.
You can bleep it.
Anyway, so I went to my local toy shop of collectors, and I was able to find the Daredevil wave of the Punisher figure for $40, which was a fantastic find. I'm gonna show, instead of doing our zoom, we're gonna try to do something new where I have like these nice glamour shots of the figure that we can put up. This figure looks exactly like John Bernthal. It is one of the best face scans on a figure I have seen, and the paintwork is phenomenal. It's like the Mace Windu figure. The Mace Windu figure is really, really good with how it looks. This is up there with it. I think out of most figures that I own, like in general, this is like next to Captain Rex for like my favorite figures that I own. This is super cool. And it comes with a 1911 and then an M4 with a grenade attachment on the bottom. It is really cool.
It's the M203.
M203. The posability on it's really good. It has double jointed knees. Feels really fluid. The big coat is not soft goods, but it is a really soft rubber. So it's malleable and you're able to pose around it. Yeah, paint apps on it, really good. It's mostly just an all black character except for the Punisher logo on the chest and then his face. I rate this figure 10 out of 10. Would recommend. It is so cool. Yeah, that's my one pickup for this. And then if we just want to glaze over these two ARC troopers we got, I believe our dad picked these up from somebody within the Out of the Basement Discord.
Yes.
It is a Fives and a Jesse, I believe. Echo. I can't see him right now.
Fives and Echo.
It's Five. I couldn't see them. I'm just guessing which ones they were because I only saw them just today. I believe
Bandai model kits.
Bandai model kits that somebody made and painted themselves. I'm not going to pick them up and handle them because they are a little bit delicate, but they look phenomenal and they will make a great addition to the collection of our Clone Wars segment.
The gentleman painting it did a very, very good job because those kits are completely blank. So this dude had to do all the painting, all the weathering, all the everything. So they look really, really good.
If I knew who,
knew
who you were, I would shout you out. I would do my best to find out by next episode, and if I can't find out, sorry, you won't be mentioned. But thank you so much for your hard work and letting us buy these figures off you. They look fantastic.
Feel free, if you're watching, to plug yourself in the comments.
Yes, thank you so much.
But yeah, I'm going to jump into mine real quick.
That's fast.
So I got another Funko Pop. As you all know, I do collect the concept series for the Star Wars Funko Pops. And I got the common concept series Stormtrooper. Last episode, you would have seen the Funko Shop exclusive Stormtrooper with the shield and the lightsaber. This one just has the lightsaber. But I was really happy to get that one. And then I got 2 Black Series figures this week in the mail from Walmart.com. The first one being Imperial Crosshair. This figure easily goes into my top 10 figures in my collection. He's just so awesome. I love the articulation. I can do so many awesome poses with him. Mine, his ankles are a little loose, but that's nothing that's going to kill me. He just sits on the shelf. So as long as he can stand, that's all I can ask for. But he's pretty much exactly like the original Crosshair figure. So, I mean, I have no complaints. For the Captain Rex, I did show Jacob. Jackson doesn't know about this yet, but the face paint apps and the helmet paint apps are pretty
I know the helmet was off, but what happened
bad.
to the face?
Oh, go ahead, Jackson.
So
I'll show you.
The
Jacob,
issue on the face of this Captain Rex is the paint apps on the face got shifted a little bit up and to the right, so the eyes and the eyebrows are not where they're supposed to be. I will be doing.
Oh Lord, have mercy on my soul! This is the worst Rex I've seen.
It is laughably bad. So I apologize, Tom, but
I'm sorry.
Helmet stays on, visor stays down.
But guess what? You know, in the helmet, the paint apps are just a little bit screwed up on the striping around the visor. But then again, I was planning on having this Rex have his helmet on anyway, just because I have the regular Captain Rex from the Red Box line with his helmet off in my Clone Wars shelf. So, you know, why have 2 Captain Rexes with their helmets off? Plus, this one's helmet is so cool. It's got the macro binoculars on there. So
I like that a lot.
I love the figure. It's a Captain Rex figure. It's a clone. It's on the good clone body, in my opinion. So I have no complaints, and I'm very happy to have it in my collection.
Yes. All right, on to what I got. Finally, after waiting months and months, I was able to get the Black Series Cad Bane.
Sorry, little lady.
And I can very easily see why this is in Tommy's top 10. I pulled it out of the box and immediately just started posing it
dude.
So many different ways. It is such an amazing figure for posability. It looks amazing and it feels amazing. He has a coat that's soft goods. He has a satchel. He has his blasters. Hat easily comes off. It's so nice. I really, really enjoy the figure. And at first I was kind of bummed because I was like, oh, this is such a cool figure. And it's just going to have to go back like on my main collection shelf back at home. And I was like, wait a second. I can put him on my Bad Batch shelf. Because I try to find an excuse to put characters on the shelf that I showed off in my collection tour video that's in my dorm room. Like on my Rebel shelf, I have different Imperial troopers like the Death Trooper, Stormtrooper, like the Jump, and then the AT-AT. Because they all appear in the show, and I'm a sucker for Imperial costumes sometimes. So I really want to add those. So that's what I did. And then what I would say is the most exciting pickup of this week is the 501st Archive Trooper. Now, shout out to, I'm going to get the name right. I have it on my watch exactly. Hybrid Toy Reviews on Instagram for helping me get this. He is a gentleman that I met on Yak Face a couple months ago when Yak was posting that some figures were in a nearby area in where we are. I ended up messaging him because Yak tagged him in the post. I was like, hey man, I'm also kind of in your area. Like, oh, like, where did you find this? Blah, blah, blah. And we kind of talked on and off here and there. And then I messaged him on Friday because, no, 2 days ago, pardon me, because I was looking on BrickSeek and one of the local Walmarts that he lives near had the new wave of figures. So he was like, I'm just going to drive all around the state today and go to all these different places. And so he was able to find an extra 501st Trooper for me. So I'm so very, very excited to finally have this. And it's so disappointing as well with Pulse pushing the pre-orders back for this till May.
I did get an email earlier this week that mine got pushed back.
I canceled my pre-order.
To May.
Yeah, I'm going to cancel my pre-order.
As soon as I get my hands on an Archive Obi-Wan and an Archive 501st, I'm canceling my pre-orders with Pulse, and I'm never ordering with Pulse again.
Nope. I'm not going to order with Pulse again unless it is a
But,
Pulse exclusive that demands it.
I guess my one thing would be I feel like this is all these problems with Pulse is due to the pandemic. Because before the pandemic, I never had a problem with Pulse orders. They would come through months before they were supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
And now all of a sudden, they take much longer.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows?
Yeah. I also definitely feel like how much Justin from Out of the Basement likes to talk about the Sand Trooper and its dirtiness. You can look at it as well if you want.
I already
But
did.
this figure is so incredibly dirtied up and it's scuffed up. And, you know, the back of the box talks about how this is... Gosh, dang it! Not in the mouth! Again! Again? For context, Jacob was shoving the 501 figure in his mouth before the show. Tommy, please don't. I'm actually begging you at this point.
Ooh, lollipop.
But it's very well dirtied up. It looks amazing.
Making it
I
dirtier.
absolutely love this figure. I ordered
Love
it.
you, buddy.
I love.
Oh,
I want you to stop being mean to me and stop being nice. You act like you don't want me on the podcast anymore. No, but I hope my second one from Dorkside comes in so I can have the two that I would like on my shelf. But other than that, check BrickSeek right now as much as you can because these are hitting Walmarts and they will be hitting Targets soon, I would think.
Target, Walmart, they hitting. That was cringe. I'm sorry.
All right. It is on the old clone body. I'm going to say that as well. It's literally a direct repack of the Order 66 pack. But other than that, that's it. Love the figure. Blue looks cool.
All right, let's call it a week.
That was a substantial episode.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Thank you for bearing with us. Through
So if you
technical
stuck through it,
difficulties.
thank you.
Also, I have a proposition for you. For those who have made it this far through the podcast, the new Hawkeye show is coming out relatively soon. And I want to know, I really need some feedback in the comments and in the Discord. If you want us to talk about the Hawkeye show whatsoever on
Or
this
Marvel
podcast,
content.
or on, like at all,
This
because
is where we become a Star Wars Marvel podcast.
because
Oh, no.
okay, it is new content coming out, and we could talk about it until the Book of Boba comes out, just for something to talk about for like a side topic, just because we're gonna be watching it. I don't know about you, but me and Jackson are definitely going to be watching
I'm
it.
obviously going to be... Hawkeye was my favorite in the Avengers.
Really?
Yep.
So, excuse something falling in the background, but I'm excited for the show, and if you're excited for the show and you want us to talk about it, let us know, because if I don't see anything about it in the comments, we're not going to mention it. I might mention it like once or twice, just if there's like probably Hawkeye figures will be coming out. I'll probably pick up Hawkeye. So if you want us to talk about it, please let us know so we know that's what you want to hear. If not, don't say anything or tell us, no, I don't want to hear about no Marvel garbage, just Star Wars podcast. So we appreciate your feedback, and I will be looking forward to looking through these comments.
And...
With that,
I do believe it is time for us to say goodbye. If you would be so kind, please give us a like, give us a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And join that Discord.
Do
Yes.
it! Join it! Join the
Get-
Discord!
Get involved in the community. We love it. We love talking to you guys. There's so much fun conversation that happens within that Discord. There's like buy, sell, trade for figures at fair market prices, and you're not going to get swindled. We have figure of the day where we show off our favorite figures of that day. of our collections. We have general Star Wars conversations, random conversations. We talk
Video
about
Star Wars
games.
related.
we talk about Marvel. We talk about music. We talk about everything. So, except politics. But please,
No politics, religion, or the Great Pumpkin.
Facts.
The big three. So please, thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts for listening, for watching.
We are
for
thankful for you.
for interacting. We love you all so much, and we will see you all next week.
You will see us on Thursday as well for Have a Chat.
Have a chat.
Have a chat.
Woo!
Bye.